Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure that you subscribe today before you leave. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you do like what you see, and to share on all your social media networking sites that you happen to be on at this time. All right, welcome back. I'm happy to be back in front of the camera as always. I've been away for just a little bit longer. Life is happening, so you have to excuse my hiatus, but I am back in front of the camera. All right, so let's jump right into our topic for today. So this is something that kind of just came to my mind. I know it's kind of that season, and it's been happening so much, especially during COVID. Yes, and by the way, speaking of COVID, I hope all of you are COVID-free and doing well. Hoping well wishes for you and also for your families. Okay, so we know a lot of births have been happening during COVID because people are snuggled in and at home, so. Yeah, the population has been growing, and a lot of children are being born. The COVID babies, have been happening, and that's one of the beautiful things that's coming out of COVID. So I will say we can smile about that because COVID has brought a lot of pain to people, and so when we think of childbirth, we can at least smile and say, okay, this is one good thing that's coming out of it. So I was thinking about that. Speaking of childbirth, we have a lot of women who are having babies. What about the women who can't have children or who haven't been able to even try because they don't have a mate at this time to try with, or they don't have the proper life circumstances to even get into that. So I was looking at an article on WebMD.com. And it was talking about, I'm going to read to you just a little bit of it, but it was talking about the birth rate for men 55 and older has held stable for more than 30 years. It's like at 0.3%, while women are born with all the eggs that they will ever have. Sperm are constantly turning over. So what that means is basically what it says is that us ladies, we're the eggs that we have, that's pretty much it. It's finite. Like it's not gonna get any better. It's not gonna increase in the amount. And the gents, their sperm is there and constantly increasing in number. So lucky them. So, and I always kind of thought that was kind of uneven in a sense. Who knows why that is the way it is, but I just always thought like, okay, that's a little uneven. Like, okay, because we have the men, like they are constantly producing sperm, but we only get a set number of eggs and a set number of years to like realistically have children, even though like with science and everything, we're able to have children outside of normal childbearing years, so like it takes the normalcy out of it. Like, what is normal? Now that we have great technology and things like that, so that's a good thing. But anyway, so the article, let's see here. The article says, as women age, fertility wanes, which we know, and the risk of genetic problems in their babies increases. Now, a growing body of research suggests that middle-aged men might be more likely to father children with mental health problems, as well as rare genetic disorders, such as the most common type of dwarfism. The findings are mixed. Okay, for example, a recent study of Swedes born between 1973 and 2001 found that those born of fathers 45 and older were more likely to have a variety of brain and nervous system conditions such as autism, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and ADHD because of an increase in mutations in older men's sperm. Okay. Also, children of older fathers were more likely to get bad grades in school, do drugs, and attempt suicide. But scientists stress that even if advanced paternal age, a vague term that applies to men who father children at 45 or older, doubles or triples the likelihood of a particular health problem in offspring, the actual risk is still quite low. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit vague, a little bit up and down. So, they're saying it's a possibility that these children might have more problems in life, or they might be born with they may have gene mutations, so they might be born with certain conditions. And then they're saying the risk of that might be kind of low. So it looks like scientists and doctors are still kind of working together and still trying to do studies to get more concrete conclusions here, so that it'll be less confusing like it is now. But that's on the one hand, just talking about men and the issues with the sperm as they get older. The fact is, they still have a shot at having a child and bringing the child into the world. But what about women, though? So, I pose a question: is it best for women to prepare for becoming a mom without a mate? Especially, Christian women, I know they have the dream of, finding that mate, and having the mate find them, and, getting married and, having children, and, kind of going on and so forth, and having that life happen for them. But it's like, you kind of expect that at a certain age, and then after you hit 30 and you go on into your 30s, and then Lord don't let you hit 40 and it still hasn't happened, and you're like, well, I haven't had children yet, so like, what do I do? You kind of, it's hard because it's like you're fighting against science. You're fighting against your own self. You're fighting against body and your body and biology, and you're trying to figure out what might be the best option for you. So I'm thinking, should you start saving money and preparing financially, which I think you should be doing anyway, just so if you have to do an alternative option, because some of the alternative options can be expensive. So, it's a good idea, I think personally, to start preparing and just, kind of stack your money, get things ready. And then also you might be faced with the option of looking into those alternatives like sperm donors, or the other maybe undesirable alternative is a non-serious relationship just to co-parent. So, that's what you don't want to do, which what we call today is a situationship. We got so many terms and colloquialisms and all that. It's craziness. But it's like what you don't want to do. But a lot of times that does happen. I think that just happens because it could be a desperate moment that you're having, or maybe you saw potential in the person at one point in time, so you really thought this is it for me, this is the one for me, and then it turned out to not be, but a pregnancy did happen for you, and then you ended up being a mom that way. But you still don't see a husband in sight, but you do have your baby. So you entered the single moms club, so, and that may not have been a wish, nobody wants to be a single mom, but it just kind of happens. But that's, pretty much how that happens. So, it just kind of crossed my mind, I was thinking wow, it's just so stressful because you're trying to figure out, what exactly to do. I think in moments like these, I'm gonna say you just have to keep your faith up. You see my shirt says faith over everything. Yes, that's why I'm wearing this shirt. You gotta have faith over everything, and you just got to try to relax and don't move too quickly. I think you don't want to make hasty movements because that's when mistakes are made. So I think you just got to trust God throughout the process. It doesn't matter if you're nearing 40 or nearing 50, like you still have to trust God to make the best decision. And even if you do choose to get a sperm donor or, whatever you want to do, IVF or whatever it is, or if you do end up in a little situationship or that's just so undesirable. Who wants to do that? But if you do end up in a little mini relationship with somebody, it doesn't last too long or whatever, and you get your child that way, okay, I'm not advising that though. I don't advise that. I would rather see you get like a sperm donor or something like that and do that. I think that would be healthier for you mentally because you don't have to deal with the emotions of this person. I mean, you don't know what kind of person that is. A lot of times you get in a situation like that, you don't find out who they really are until after you've had sex with them, and then they've been and went crazy and, tried to hurt you or did something to the child or whatever it is. I mean, you have no idea, what's going to happen. So I wouldn't advise that. Now, if you do that, that's you. I'm just saying that's one way that you could have a child. But I wouldn't advise you just go out and like look for a situationship to get into, and I don't think people look for those either. I think those happen to us. So I would not advise that. I would rather you, like I said, go to your doctor and kind of talk about what your options might be. I would rather see you go to a clinic, do the sperm donor thing and, kind of see how that works out for you. So, but that's just me. But take care of you, just take care of yourself. Get your money together so you can be financially stable, especially if you don't have a mate. Take care of yourself. Trust God through the process, and remember, faith over everything, and you will be okay. All in all, we're gonna make it through this. No matter how uneven it seems, there's a reason for everything. So, everything's gonna be okay. All right, but that was just food for thought. I just wanted to have a discussion. I would love to hear you guys, your viewpoints. Drop them in the comments below or hit me up on social media. I will leave all the info in the more info box below. Also, the holiday season is here. I know we didn't have Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all those things, but the holiday season here. Christmas is not here yet, but it's on its way. So if you still have not yet purchased it, and it's on sale now, it's on sale on Amazon.com. Make sure you grab a copy of my latest novel, Long Way to Love. It is on sale now, so if you haven't gotten a copy, this is the best time to get your gift for somebody or get a copy for yourself. Okay? All right, so I will see you guys later. Bye.